This is a tradition that I had with my family growing up, and I want to make it a tradition for us, for my son and I, and our family as he's growing up. And maybe, if I'm lucky, he'll continue this tradition with his family too. Hi, and welcome to the Bum's cooking series, Baby Bites. I'm Jess Tom, and I guess you could say I wear many different hats. I'm a novelist, I'm a TV chef, but my most important and favorite job is being a mom. This series started with a simple question. How do we introduce different cultures and traditions to babies while also being fun? Well, if you ask me, the answer is simple. Food. Today's dish is known as congee across Asia, but it's known as jook in southern China, where my family is from. Jook is basically a rice porridge, where the rice is long simmered so it becomes silky and creamy and so comforting. It's typically eaten as a breakfast in China, and because it's such a blank canvas, just that white rice, you can add so many different things to it. So I love this dish because it has special meaning to me. I was born in the United States, but my family is Chinese. So after Thanksgiving, we would always take that turkey carcass and make jook the next day. And so whenever I think about jook, I think about this family togetherness time, I think of Thanksgiving, I think of the ritual of just the turkey simmering with the rice for hours, and just thinking about all of those family memories around food. So the great thing about this dish is that it's already really baby friendly. Jook is something that Chinese babies already eat. But I did make some modifications for our lifestyle. The ingredients in this dish are so simple, and there's a lot of room for mixing and matching depending on what you have in your kitchen. I have white rice, ginger, skinless chicken thigh with the bone in, bok choy, trumpet mushroom, and scallions for garnish. The first thing you want to do is rinse and drain your rice. You want to wash your rice first to get rid of any impurities that are on it, and then it's important that you get a little bit of moisture in there because that's what's going to freeze and help break down the rice grains in the freezer. Put that in a bag like this, and then pop it in the freezer for at least 6 hours or overnight, or you can be like me and always have a bag of frozen rice in the freezer. When you have your frozen rice, add it to a pot along with 4 cups of water, grated ginger, and 1 chicken thigh. Let that simmer for 20 to 25 minutes until you reach the consistency that you like. In the meantime, prepare your veggies. In this preparation, I used bok choy and mushrooms, but feel free to customize with what you have in your kitchen. I like to go with one sort of mushroom and one sort of leafy green, but I'll leave it up to you and what your baby likes. So the first thing I do is I cook the veggie that takes longer to cook. So in this case, that's the mushroom. I will saute that for about 2 minutes, and then I'll add the bok choy and cook that up for about 1 minute. When your jook is done cooking, remove your chicken thigh and let it rest. When it's cool enough to handle, tear off the meat and cut the meat up into small, baby-safe, bite-sized pieces. Add your chicken back to the jook and then your veggies. Make sure that the jook is at a good temperature for your baby, not too hot. Garnish with scallions, and then we serve! Time to eat! Okay, sweetie, here's your jook. That's jook. Yeah, that's a family recipe. There's just something so special about making something for your child that you enjoyed as a child. I hope this inspires you to make some more food memories of your own. For seconds, be sure to check out the rest of the Baby Bites series on The Bump.